How the Navy's team flipped on bombing the Houthis? Not long ago, many members of the current Trump administration thought striking the Houthis was a bad idea. Fast forward to today, and those same figures are leading a relentless air campaign across Yemen, a major reversal that highlights both the shifting views inside the White House and the stubborn challenges America faces in the Middle East. We are burning readiness to the tune of tens of billions of dollars for what really amounts to a ragtag bunch of terrorists that are Iran proxies, Mike Waltz, now Trump's national security advisor, told Politico last year. Elbridge Colby, now nominated to run Pentagon policy, echoed the frustration. It's truly a mark of how off-kilter our foreign policy is that we are now embarking on ongoing military attacks in Yemen. Without any real prospect they will be effective. But that was then. Since a Signal group chat involving administration officials planning strikes became public last week, the Trump team has leaned hard into its new narrative, that the airstrikes are a return to American strength after deferred maintenance under President Biden. The truth? The strikes represent both a significant escalation and a striking continuity with Biden's Yemen strategy, and likely the same pitfalls. A relentless air war. On March 15, U.S. Central Command launched massive strikes against 30 Houthi targets across Yemen. Trump's message was clear: Biden was weak, and America would no longer tolerate threats to global shipping. The Houthis, largely funded and supplied by Iran, had been attacking commercial vessels in the Red Sea since late 2023, choking off a lane that once carried 15% of global trade. While Biden had authorized limited strikes and tried to build an international maritime coalition, the Houthis adapted, resupplied, and gained prestige. The Trump administration decided to hit harder and faster. In just weeks, over 100 strikes targeted not just military depots, but leadership sites, weapons manufacturing facilities, and command centers, even those close to civilians in dense urban areas. The logic was simple: break the Houthis' ability to wage war by hitting their brain as well as their brawn. This campaign will be relentless to degrade their capability and to open up shipping lanes, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell said. But even as the bombs fall, experts warn, resilience is the Houthis' defining trait. The cost of escalation. Despite the pounding, shipping lanes remain closed. Major shipping companies have rerouted vessels around Africa, and the longer, more expensive trips have actually boosted their profits. The Houthis have reshaped global shipping, and they've done it profitably, said Michael Knights, an analyst at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. Meanwhile, the Pentagon is burning through munitions stockpiles, extending carrier strike group deployments, and pulling scarce air defense systems into the region, all straining military readiness. It's a familiar concern. Before he entered the Trump administration, Waltz himself warned last year that Biden's Yemen campaign was burning readiness without solving the core issue: Iranian support fueling Houthi resilience. Now, it's Waltz's own strategy under the microscope. A harder road ahead. The Houthis resumed their Red Sea attacks on March 11, just days before Trump's campaign of strikes began. Some experts argue that a better way to defuse the situation would be political, not military, namely, pressuring Israel to allow more humanitarian aid into Gaza to deprive the Houthis of their claimed justification for attacking ships. But the administration worries that would hand the Houthis a propaganda victory. Instead, America doubles down militarily. New B-2 stealth bombers have arrived. Another carrier group from the Indo-Pacific is en route. Airstrikes now hit Yemeni territory every day and night. Yet for all the firepower, the strategic goal, reopening the Red Sea, remains elusive. Even Trump's allies recognize the challenge. We're using a lot of munitions, Waltz warned last year. We're burning readiness. Today, the stakes are higher, the costs greater, and the endgame just as murky. The Houthis have survived war with Saudi Arabia, the UAE, the Yemeni government, and now the United States. Bombing alone may bloody them, but it likely won't break them. And once again, America's military finds itself fighting a shadowy, resilient enemy with no clear exit in sight.